Hey guys, Toby Mathis here and from Anderson Business Advisors. Hey, I wanted to go over a couple of things that have come out of the COVID-19 emergency declaration as it pertains to your taxes. So first off, on March 15th or 13th, 2020, the president declared this a national disaster, a national emergency. What was really important is that there was two pieces of guidance, and I'll show them to you here in just a second, issued out by the Treasury as with regards to when your taxes are due and when your tax returns are due. Now, those are two very different things. First off, for an individual, your tax return for 2019 is due on April 15th. Your taxes are also due on April 15th. What the first notice did was extend the date for payment of your taxes till July 15th. So as long as your taxes for 2019 were paid by July 15th, it wasn't late. So they moved out that April 15th. What it did not do was extend the deadline for the actual tax return. They have now done that, and that was in the second notice, 2020 I believe it was 18, and it superseded the first one. So this is what's really important. There's two pieces of information out there, one of them correct, one of them has now been superseded and is gone. You have until July 15th to file your individual tax return. You have until July 15th to pay your individual taxes, or basically any taxes that were due on April 15th, whether it be quarterly taxes, corporation taxes, any sort of tax was automatically extended till July 15th. So as long as you paid it by July 15th, all penalties and interests are waived. Now that July 15th deadline is important for one other item, which is an extension. If you file an extension, your extension runs from April 15th. So it'll still be, for an individual, if you file an extension, it'll still give you 6 months from April 15th, which takes you to October 15th. Let me just show you the documents so that you actually see them. Not all the time do we look at the actual documents themselves. And so I just want to show you a few of these. Let me just go ahead and share this one. The first one, scroll on up so you can actually see it. This is the only one we have to pay attention to. This is the 2020-18. And what is really important is that you see right down here, this notice supersedes 2020-17. 2020-17 was the first notice that they put out saying, hey, only the taxes were extended. So this is really, really, really critical. Ignore 2020-17. And it kind of gives you the background of things. They're just giving your justification so that on March 18th, the Department of the Treasury and the Internal Revenue Service issued a notice, which they immediately basically got superseded. This notice restates and expands upon the relief provided in Notice 2020-17. Again, ignore 2020-17. Ignore anybody who says that that is the rule, because this one came out and absolutely superseded it. So they say basically, hey, anybody that had an income tax payment or federal income tax due on April 15th is affected. And that deadline, here we go, the affected taxpayer, the due date for filing federal income tax returns and making federal income tax payments due April 15th, 2020 is automatically postponed to July 15th. Let's look at that again. For an affected taxpayer, and we're all affected by this declaration, the due date for filing federal income tax returns. Now, this is critical that you understand this is federal income tax return. Your state may or may not follow this. Most states are. Most states have already extended the due dates. I don't believe there's going to be a single state out there that has state taxes that's going to require that you're anywhere near on time. So California, et cetera, they've already moved them out. But the federal income tax return and making federal income tax payments that was due on April 15th is automatically postponed. You don't have to do anything. And this may make it very clear. The relief provided in this section is available solely with respect to federal income taxes, because the feds don't get to dictate to the states when their tax returns, et cetera, are due. So we kind of go through this. You can see There's no extension is provided in this notice for the payment or deposit of other types of federal tax or for the filing of any federal income tax return. So this is basically it does affect payroll taxes. It does affect things that with regard to your business. For example, if you had Social Security taxes that were due, self-employment taxes that were due, it extends it out to July 15th also. So basically, it's all of these things. And then any other documents. I'm going to see if there's anything else. Nope, that's it. And then again, it says effect on other documents. This notice supersedes notice 2020-17. They've said that now, 3 times? Because of the expansion of relief provided in this notice and the fact that notice 2020-17 is superseded. Any phone calls that have not already been returned will not. These are for all the questions regarding the previous notice. So it's all said and done. You can relax and not worry about your taxes. You have basically a 3-month reprieve. Just pretend that when you think of April 15th, you're really thinking of July 15th. You can wait to do your extension if you need more time, all the way up to July 15th, 2020. I hope this helps you. I hope you're doing well. I hope this at least takes one thing off of your plate that you no longer have to worry about. Good luck.